Welcome back, students and friends. Today, we will be studying the renewable and non-renewable energy resources. In my last lecture, we discussed about the environment and its important. We also discussed about the different layers of the environment. I hope you remember the atmosphere, the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Okay, so atmosphere, lithosphere is the land, hydrosphere is the water, and the biosphere is the whole sphere where we all live together. So this is what we discussed in our last lecture. So today we'll be discussing about the renewable and non-renewable resources. So resources these are the natural resources. Some are renewable, can be created, some cannot be created. So resources can be defined as source of material from which human are benefit. All the natural resources, you think about anything, you are around anything is the resource, whether it's food, whether it's water, whether the electricity, energy, whatever, everything is resource. Some are renewable and some are non-renewable. So resources can be defined as source of material from which human are benefited. The resources which are extracted from the nature are considered to be natural resources, and ecosystem act as resource producers and processors for natural resources. Coal, forest, animal, oil, natural gases, fossil fuel, etc. are some of the example of the natural resources. We get everything, all these things from the environment. So there are two kind of resources, natural resources. One is renewable resources, another is non-renewable resources. So renewable resources are those resources which can be replaced by the natural process in as short duration or time, or can be recycled. Renewable, like plants, we can grow plants, food grains again and again, sunlights every day we get, water again we can, these are the renewable resources, we can have more and more. But there are certain things which we cannot produce again and again. Those are non-renewable resources that cannot be replaced or may take millions of years to be replaced by the natural process, like coal and oil. So these are the fossil fuels which cannot be created. They can be, but they take a very long time, very long time. We can't even imagine. So that is why they have been categorized into two different categories: renewable, which we can renew, which we can generate, which we can have again and again, and one which we cannot have. It's a one time. Minerals one time, coal one time. If coal is finished, fossil fuel is gone, fossil fuel is gone, we have to find some other alternative. Soil, so these are non-renewable. Once gone, we can never bring them back. So today we'll be discussing about the food and food resources. Food is one of the important component. Water, food, and air, these are the three important components on which we cannot live without. We can survive without food 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, but to sustain our body, to sustain our life, to sustain uh, our daily activities, we need energy, and that energy actually comes from the food. So food refer to anything that can be eaten by human to fetch energy or to fulfill physiological need for growth of their body. So for every activity we need energy, and that energy comes from food. With the in the growing stage we get enough, our body absorb enough, but at the later stage we need the additional supplements in the form of the food. So food is one of the important, and anything that can be eaten by human, that is food. So food refer to anything that can be eaten by human to fetch energy or to fulfill physiological need for growth of their body, Food resources are the material which are used as food to derive metabolic energy. A normal person need metabolic energy, which a normal person need. We need the metabolic energy. We need protein, fats, oils, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, roughage, and fiber as they are ultimate source of metabolic activities, body repair, nutrients, and daily activities. So these all are we need as the food. So food resources are used as food or provide food for organism are called food resources. We obtain food from mainly two types of natural sources. One is the plant and other is the animal. Plants means food grains, vegetable, these all comes from the plants. And animal we get eggs, milk, meat. So all these come from the um, animals. So we have two major kind of food resources. One is the plant and other is the animal. Plants as food resources. Out of 250,000 plant species, about 300 have been tried as agriculture crop and only 100 plant species are used for agriculture cultivation on a large scale. Most of the people in India are the farmers and they are growing food for rest of the people, for themselves as well as rest of the people of the world. We are the great supplier of many products to outside also. So India is rich in the agriculture. We have many types of crops. Even the if we talk about the rice, we have many variety of the rice growing. We are doing experiment. We are into the scientific research. So the main kind of agriculture products are the cereals. We call it the mota anaj. Pulses, very important for the vegetarian. Pulses are the source of the protein. Spices, which adds the fragrance in the food. Beverages, vegetable and fruits. So these are the different kind of agriculture products which we get from the plants and which we daily use. Cereals, they are the grasses. Basically, they are the monocots. They are the grasses which are cultivated for their edible grains. Gehu, wheat, rice, everything is cereals. They provide more food energy than any other crops. They are staple crop. Whatever we eat never fulfill our remove our hunger, but once we eat a bread or the rice, that give us the feeling of the fullness. So cereals are very important. Then we have pulses. Pulses are edible seeds for leguminous plants. They are important food crops due to their nutritional value, like grams, peas, all kind of dal. Spices adds fragrance. A spices is a derived vegetable substance used as a food uh, additive for flavor, color, or as preservative. India is one of the greatest spices producers of the world and is also one of the greatest consumer of spices. We eat lots of spicy food. Every day we are using turmeric, um, garam masalas, uh, chilies, everything. They all, you name anything which we use from morning till evening is are the spices which give the flavor to the food. Cumin, cardamom, cinnamon, these all are the example. Then we have beverage. Oh, this we are every time if every time we have been offered tea or coffee whenever we visit to someone's place. That is the way of greeting. So we are into it. Beverages are drink meant for human consumption. They are also cultivated as crops. They form a variety, very important part of human culture. So the tea and coffee are connected, are attached with our cultural practices. Like I just mentioned, whenever we go to somebody place, the first thing we say, would you like to have tea or coffee? So beverages have taken a very, very important part in our cultural system. Northeast is rich in tea plantation, while the Western Ghats and the South is rich in the coffee plantation. The whole Ooty and all area is dominated by the coffee plantation, and the tea, northeast and all tea, many varieties of teas we will get from these places. So we are very rich in the we are very rich in growing the beverages in India. Vegetable and fruits. Every day we are consuming vegetable are edible part of plants or sometimes plants themselves. The carrot, tomato, cauliflower, cabbage. So these all are the vegetables, and fruits are the specific part of a flowering plants produced after the reproduction of the plant, like apple, oranges. So we have seasonal fruits, and now we are growing fruits in poly houses throughout the year. Those fruits are available. We have advanced the techniques. Apart from the vegetable, plant material, we have animals and birds as food resources. Animal and birds are a huge source of food for many organisms who are carnivores and omnivores. They are of the following origin, like animal meat, bird meat, eggs, other organic item like oils and all. So animal meats and bird meat, animal and birds are killed and their flesh is consumed by other animals as food. We also consume the animal and the bird meat. Their consumption has various ritual and traditional in various cultures across the world. And fishes and sea products contribute high quality of protein. The aquaculture, blue revolution in the term used for fish farming, and for vegetation, for the crop farming, it's a green revolution. Eggs and other bird animal products. Eggs are bird produce that form part of the bird reproduction. They are very nutritious and a very viable source of food. Most of the families are having breakfast with the eggs. So that is the essential part in most of the families in India. Across the world, milk is apart from eggs, we have milk. It is an animal product that forms the food for an offspring of the particular animal, very nutritious and widely accepted. Honey is the product of nectar collected by honeybees from flowers. They are also believed to be very rich in nutrition. Everything from a very young child, newborn child, they are being fed with the honeys. So honey has got the nutrition value. Certain animal also give things like oils. They has nutritious value. For instance, cod liver oil from fishes, very important for structuring the body. So total India estimates production of major crop during 22 and 23. Like food grains, we have grown around 3,296.87 lakhs tons, rice 1,357.55 lakh tons, wheat. So like this, we are growing a lot of food products for the for food security. So total production of rice, and we are doing good in this. Like total production of rice during 22-23 is estimated to be higher by 62.84 lakhs tons than previous year's rice. So the production had increased because there is increasing demand. The total production of rice during 22-23 is estimated to be higher by 62.84 lakhs tons than previous year's rice production of 1294.7 lakhs tons, and production of wheat during 22 and 23 is estimated to be higher by 28.12 lakhs tons than previous year's wheat. So like this, uh, production of coarse cereals estimated to be higher by 62.18 lakhs tons than the production of last year. Okay, so we are doing better and better, and we are trying to meet the growing demand of the food to the people in India as well as across the world. So, status of India in food resources. India is considered to be home to vast agroecological diversity. India has only 2.4% of the world's land area, but it harbors about around 8% of all recorded species, including over 45,000 plant and 91,000 animal species. India is the world largest producer of milk, pulses and jute. jute we are using for different things. Even the clothes are being made up of jute. It ranked as the second largest producer of rice, wheat, sugarcane, groundnut, vegetable, fruits, and cotton. It is also one of the leading producers of spices, fishes, poultry, livestock, and plantation crop. Worth, and these are worth dollar 2.1 trillion. India is the world's third largest economy after the US and the China. India is currently the world's second largest producer of several dry fruits, agriculture based textile raw material, roots, and tuber crops, pulses, farm fishes, eggs, coconut, sugarcane, and numerous vegetables. The country ranked 139 in per capita GDP with dollar 2,850 and 127th in per capita GDP with dollar 9,890 as of 2024. This is the estimation. Agriculture accounted for 23% of GDP and employed 59% of the country's total workforce. However, food security has been a major concern in India because India is a large country with large number of individuals, large number of people. So food security has been a major concern in India. In 2022, the Global Food Security Index ranked India as 68th out of the 113 major countries in terms of food security. In 2023, the Global Hunger Index ranked India at 111th out of 125 countries. Challenges with the food security in India. There are different challenges like population, we just discussed, poverty, climate change, inadequate food distribution, biofuels, inadequate storage facility, lack of awareness, and unmonitored nutrition program. Population, although a major part of the India population is engaged in agriculture activities, the availability of food for all is challenges due to the increasing population of the country. So every year we are having more and more population, and for that we have to meet the challenge of the food security. Poverty, this is one of the biggest challenge which need to be overcome in order to attain the desired food security in the country. The percentage of the people live below the poverty level is extremely high. The climate change, uncertain rain, flood, and all these things. Farming and agricultural activities have been severely affected by climatic change over the past few years. Some rigorous phases, floods with some experienced drought, similar changes have severely affected livestock, forestry, fisheries, and aquaculture. Not only the agriculture, but other things like livestock, forestry, fisheries, and aquaculture are severely affected because of the climate change. Inadequate food distribution. The balance between the food distribution has been varied in urban and rural areas. So that is also one of the important factor. Biofuels, the growth of the biofuels market has reduced the land use for growing food crops. Inadequate storage facility, we have a big issue with the storage facility. Inadequate and improper storage facility for grains, which are often stored outside under tarps that provide little protection from humidity and pests. So storage is one of the important issue we have to think about. Lack of awareness, lack of education and training of new techniques, technologies, and agriculture products. Traditional farming methods are slightly more time consuming and delay the production of food grains. So unmonitored nutrition program. Emphasis must be given on introducing and enacting well monitored nutritional program. So that is also one of the important factor we need to consider. Problem of food resources, low yield, quality, non-uniformity, environmental issues. So these are the problems. And the food problems, reasons for problems: human population growth, increasing affluences, degradation of loss of cropland, little growth in irrigation, decline in global fertilizer, poverty, low yield in crop, low quality of crop, non-uniformity in crop distribution, environmental issues. Low yield agriculture is the main source of plant food resources for human being. Many reasons like pest, weather, and chemical interaction are responsible for low yield. So these are the issues with the small farmers are actually um, facing. Many reasons like pest, weather, and chemical interaction are responsible for low yield. So, in the case of poultry, fish harvesting, and other means, fragmentation of land holding is another uh, cause. Too little land distributed to too many people. This is the issue in the we have very small farmers with the lands. So one family is having two too less land to grow. So too many people, too less land. Low quality of food produced or obtained affect life forms. As food quality decreases, the probability of bad health also increases. So food security doesn't mean the compromise with the quality. We have to improve the quality also. Non-uniformity. Food resources are not distributed uniformly throughout the communities. This causes nutrition disparities in animals and man. Environmental issues, many environmental issues like biomagnification has endangered the life of many organisms by poisoning the food resources. Things like poor sewage management has also led to contamination of the food resources. And because of that, because of all these issues, some are undernutrition. If you see the people in part of the Africa, they are undernutrition. They do not have proper food. And there are many places in India also, there are no proper distribution of the food is there. And because of that, the people are undernutrition, consuming insufficient food to meet one's minimum daily energy requirement for a long enough time to cause harmful effect. And malnutrition. So malnutrition is not undernutrition. Malnutrition means compromising quality food, eating quality food. It is a faulty nutrition caused by a diet that does not supply a person with enough protein, essential fats, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. So we have people like undernutrient who are getting food, but it's um, not good enough, not enough to maintain the body. Another is the malnutrition. Food is there, but it is not the quality food. And there are people who are overnutrition. It is an excessive intake of food, especially fats and all. So these are the reason, these are the causes, these are the issues we have to think about. So this is all about this talk. We'll be continuing the food resources in our next lecture. Thank you very much.